SGC here, and we're back for a final impression on Luke Cage Season 1. Finally finished. I mean, I'm so behind, even though I watched like half the series, and then I got busy, and then Westworld showed up, and then I got busy, and then I just slowly tackled it at a time, and I finally finished it. So, as a series... Sorry, not a season. As a season. I mean a season. As a season, I definitely can see its goodness. In the sense, the acting is great, the villains were exceptional, and I really dug the whole sort of Cottonmouth arc, and then Diamondback, and then all that Mariah stuff. I mean, all in all, I really dug it. But I mean, it definitely, in my books, could have been improved, in a sense where the pacing just felt very draggy. In a sense, we're establishing the core issue, and then it just seems like to drag and drag and drag, and it seems like it's always about this Mariah person and then Cottonmouth. First 5 episodes, I feel like could have been shrunk down in a sense, or been fluffed up with maybe just daily activities of Luke Cage, or just other mundane things. Whereas, I feel like they threw us into this thing, and it's now, okay, now we gotta figure it out. In 13 episodes, figure it out. And there were a lot of dry spells in a sense where like just so much talking and the action just wasn't hitting it. And I felt that, I mean, comparing it to Daredevil or Jessica Jones, I felt like the placing in those ones were a lot faster in a sense. Though Daredevil does feel kind of slim. I don't know. I mean, they're all kind of pacing issues. But then this one felt dragging the most. And a lot of preaching happened. And it's just too much preaching, I feel like. And I mean, with all that said, I enjoyed it for what it is. They really established these villains. I mean, it was a lot more consistent villain. I mean, Diamondback was like ruthless and crazy and all that, and Mariah was calculative and manipulative, and then Cottonmouth was just like gangsta, doing it for the country type of thing. And definitely I can see that like Cottonmouth and Kingpin really believed what they were doing to improve the place, and in their minds they were right. And obviously their hero counterpart didn't think so. I mean, it's good in a sense, where I feel like this world has been grown. This Netflix, Marvel, City, I don't know, I'm grasping for words. But I enjoyed it. I mean, as slow as it was, I enjoyed it for what it was. The action sometimes felt kind of like, eh. I mean, it's what happens when you have a superpowered human being and you don't have a huge budget, in a sense where you just can't blow everything up. But I like what they did. I mean, the times when Luke Cage sort of demonstrated what he can do, it's always interesting. But that end fight was just kind of lackluster. But all in all, with everything I just said, I enjoyed it for what it is. Could be better. Pacing, that's my biggest issue. I mean, some overacting at times, but it's still solid. It's still solid. So yeah, I can't wait to see Iron Fist, to see how they're going to handle things, is they're going to change it up. And then there's the Defenders, and Daredevil Season 3 will come back after that, Jessica Jones, what have you. It's going to be interesting to see how this thing evolve. And sometimes it irks me that they won't have just standalone things, because I feel like with the movies, I really am digging the whole standalone sort of pocket, sort of, I'm just going to do my own thing on the side, but I still recognize that you exist type of thing. I sort of wish TV series could do that. We get like a Moon Knight, or like a Ghost Rider, or I guess Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is doing its own thing, and Netflix is doing its own thing, but it just seems like we always have to build this bigger, grander piece, and I'm okay with just, you know, this nugget of gold type of thing. But all in all, Luke Cage. But anyway, with all that said, I still enjoyed it for what it was, so don't hate on me, or actually just do, I don't really care. But yeah, Luke Cage, enjoyed it for what it was. So what do you think about it? Leave your comment down below, and your blah blah blahs, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. And that is it for this final impression of Luke Cage Season 1. Out.